just as Cain and Abel were brothers, John relates this in terms of the people who's in this congregation. Remember, we're dealing with a church split. We're dealing with successionists who are going out of the church and teaching a false Christology. You're on the same level here. You know, we've got unrighteous people who are of Satan, and we've got righteous people who are of God. Unrighteous people don't love their brothers. Okay, they don't. But the righteous people do. Okay? Now, the way that John shows that the successionists don't love their brothers is the successionists are in here teaching a false doctrine. They're teaching a false Christology. Okay? It is not loving to sway someone wrong and teach them wrong of Yahweh. It's not love, because when you teach someone wrong, especially your brother, of Yahweh, you're teaching them a false way of life, a false doctrine, a false way of living. Okay? Now, that's going to steer them away from spiritual life. Okay? Because if you're teaching a false Christology, as we say, and you're teaching to disobey Him and to not love Him the way He wants to be loved, you're literally influencing that person that you're teaching to not inherit the kingdom, to not get in, because you're teaching them away from the kingdom. Okay? So, in a sense, this is murder. This is spiritual murder. As John would say, that Cain was of the evil one and murdered his brother. Okay? So the same way here is, if we teach a false Christology, we teach a false doctrine and lead someone astray from knowing Yahweh, we're murdering them, because we are taking their life from them by our actions and our influence on them. If we get them to believe what we're trying to get them to believe.
This place has grown so cold.